Hi, I'm Audie. Thank you for joining me again. We're going to spend a few minutes and look at the new smartIAQ Project Builder's basic navigation for managing your projects. First of all, you'll note on the home screen here, once you've logged in, that your active projects will be located at the top. You have an option to expand right here to see your archived projects. These are projects that are not currently active but are here so that you can always come back to them later if you'd like. And within this navigation, you have a couple of options. First of all, if you want to change the name of a project, go ahead and click right here on this pencil and you can change the name you want. So I'm going to call it distributed unit test. Type in the name you want. When you click out, it is saved. The next thing you can click on here is the workspace button that brings you to the project workspace for that project. The next option is to copy your project. So you hit click copy, and I'm going to make a version 2, distributed unit test 2. Copy, well, actually, I'm going to make it a test 3. You'll see in a second. Copy project. So that jumps right into the project workspace. So we have distributed unit test. We have a distributed unit 2. We also have this project over here called DC School. Well, I've been working on DC Schools for a little bit. Maybe I don't need it anymore. It's been a little while. I can hit archive. So now it will disappear. You'll get a little warning here. It'll disappear from your active projects into your archive. We'll go there in a second. And then let's go over here and say delete. That's the third button over to the right after the workspace. It's colored in red for you to see. You click on that, you do get a warning. Once you complete this, this cannot be undone. You see the warning here, cannot be undone. Delete. It's gone. Oh, but maybe I'm interested in bringing back that DC project. So I scroll down here and I see the DC school. The middle button is the unarchive button here. And I unarchive it and it shows back up at the top. These are the basic navigation items to manage your projects. As you know, by clicking on Workspace, you can then go into this space and you can view your project summaries. And then also when you're in here, you'll notice this export button below the zone summary. When you hit an export button, that actually outputs this project in an Excel worksheet. That allows you to send this to anybody you'd like. And then when they have it, they can also import it into their project. So as an example, I just did the distributed unit test. I'm going to delete this project. It says it cannot be undone. Now, assuming I sent that to somebody, they've made some changes, they've done what they need to do with the project, they email me back that Excel workbook, I can now import this project, open, and it now jumps right in, and here it is again, distributed unit test, just as it was before, now back in my active projects. So I've showed you how to change the name of the project, go to the workspace, how to copy it, how to archive it, and once it's archived, how to unarchive it, and how to delete the project. I've also showed you how to export and then import a project. Hopefully you find this super helpful and you're using smartIAQ Project Builder with great success.